Welcome back to the channel. This is Honest Adonis 2. LeBron James' one without standard moves the goalpost. Make no mistake, it is LeBron James' standard because it didn't exist in sports. I'm older than you, LeBron James fan. I've been watching sports, listening at sports longer than you. I've been talking with people who know sports better than me longer than you. I've been listening to those people talk about sports longer than you have. I have what's called experience, and experience in this dimension still matters. That being said, the standard of having to win without someone never existed. This is something, in my opinion, that's directly related to LeBron James's own insecurities, his feelings of inadequacy. I know. What does he have to be inadequate about? He's a billionaire. I've never heard a billionaire say, I want my respect too. Jeff Bezos never said, I want my respect. Not allowed, so non-billionaires can hear it. The Microsoft guy, he never said, I want my damn respect too. Not allowed, not in earshot of non-billionaires. The next thing a LeBron fan will say, what do that mean? If I've got to explain it to you, that's already too much. But because you're helping to run up the money on my channel, I'll explain, because everybody else finds it entertaining. And honestly, I think they just don't have the time or the patience to explain it to you morons. And you are morons, because you're either pretending you don't understand it or you really don't understand it. One makes you an asshole, the other makes you a moron. In any case, no one wants to deal with you. You keep coming over here talking to us. Make no mistake, you're looking for us to talk to us. That goes along with your feelings of inadequacy. Nobody wants to be around you. No normal, sane people. That's the thing. Crazy people don't like other crazy people. You ever notice that? Crazy people love to be around non-crazy people. That's a video for another day. Now, in this video, I'm not going to break down LeBron James's probable psychosis. I'm just going to break down, as I explained in the thesis of this video, how the one without standard moves the goalpost from winning to convincing you your win isn't as satisfactory as you think it is. For starters, one without isn't applied to anyone except Jordan, Kobe, and Steph Curry. You lose already right there because Kobe didn't team up with Shaq. And then Michael Jordan, he didn't team up with Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan was content. Hold on. Wait, we gotta stop. My wife has told me this for years. She said, us pretty girls, we don't talk to these ugly hoes because talking to them is confirmation that I know you exist. When my wife told me that, I thought, what an arrogant bitch. What the? But the reality I didn't understand then, pretty girls get a different type of perks that ugly girls don't get. The ugly girls are seeing those perks all the time, and it'll make them do or say something negative to the pretty girl. At least that's the way I understood it, because that's what I saw in grade school. And then she said, no, there's another part to it. We're actually nice to these ugly girls, because that's the thing about us pretty girls. We're not just pretty on the outside, we're also pretty on the inside. That's a true pretty girl. Even a girl who may not be aesthetically pleasing, she can still be a pretty girl on the inside. I said, oh, okay. She said these ugly girls, and I mean ugly on the inside girls, will try to get attention from us. That's why we have to ignore them, because I already tried to be your friend because I'm a nice girl. But when I tried to be your friend, your reason for being friends with me was to sabotage me, ultimately say something sideways about me so that people would no longer like me and give me the attention that they give me. And that's what us women thrive on. We want attention. We need attention. We like attention. Period. All women. Even gay women. She wants attention. She just wants it from another woman, but she wants attention. Period. These ugly on the inside girls are not getting attention, and they think it's us pretty girls' fault. Now, some of you listening will say, well, what do that got to do with basketball? Understand, you're having a conversation with a dude with that kind of mentality. He was raised by that kind of woman. He didn't have a man there being the yin and the yang, the salt and the pepper, even in everything out. So he knows, yeah, there's that, son, but you don't really need to be doing that. You really need to do this in life. If I was you, I would take this path in life instead of doing this in life. In my opinion, that's a part of why these LeBron fans be coming over here talking to us. They like our OG energy, but they're so insecure that, oh, what if they shun me? What if he don't just sit down and just tell me the game? And they're so afraid of that they'll be standoffish and rude when you're the one who want the game. You're the one who wants my insight. I got a 20-year-old who likes sports is in the sports. I can get his insight. And the reality is, if you really didn't want nothing from us, you would just leave us the fuck alone. Go watch your favorite sports dude. Don't even come over here. But they can't do that because you love what we talking about. Like Nas told Jay-Z in Ether, nigga, you love my style. You been on my dick. I honestly believe that's a part of the one without narrative. Give me something to have to say to them. I need a reason to talk to them. So I'm going to allege that you have to win without Scottie Pippen, a rookie who never won nothing before you. You got to win without him. You didn't win without this coach and Phil Jackson, who never won nothing without you. Somebody just said to me in the comments, Phil Jackson was an actual plumber for real when he played basketball for the Knicks. I think he was on that championship team, but was he a starter? Or was he like a bench rider? I also heard something recently that Chris Paul is looking at potentially being the coach for the Lakers. Chris Paul is actually an NBA great. Actually, they blocked him going to play with Kobe Bryant. That would have been a problem. LeBron might not have won no ring. I think he would have won a ring, but he might have had 2 or 3 finals losses playing Kobe back-to-back. Them last 3 years, 2012, 13, and 14, those could have potentially been all Lakers Heat. They'd have been great for us as entertainment to watch, but it would not have went the way LeBron's legacy wanted it to go. I think the NBA knew that and blocked that trade. That's how great of a player Chris Paul is. So for Chris Paul to potentially be the coach of the Lakers, that makes sense. Phil Jackson, you weren't a great basketball player to be anybody's coach. I guess you don't have to be a great basketball player, but I'm saying, why is there all this weight put on Phil Jackson? Not because he's so great, but because Michael Jordan makes LeBron feel so insecure. Kobe Bryant makes LeBron feel so insecure. Steph Curry makes LeBron feel so insecure. That's just what it looks like. It looks like you feel some kind of way about them because the one without narrative is not applied to anybody else except for Jordan, Kobe, and Steph Curry. It's applied to them different ways, but it isn't applied to anybody else. So honestly, when these guys say to me, what did Jordan do without Scottie Pippen? I say, what does he have to do without them? When did that become a part of sports? Like, that's a part of your GOAT case? Jordan didn't win without Scottie Pippen. Jordan didn't lose in the finals with Scottie Pippen. That's what we're measuring. That's what they don't want to talk about because LeBron is insecure about those finals losses. That's why I say, man, it's like, it's not that I get a headache talking to these toxic chicks. I'm not getting anything out of talking to her. She's getting something out of talking to me. This is not entertaining to talk to you about shit. It's not entertaining to talk to these LeBron fans, and I look at them like I'm talking to a toxic girl. She's getting something out of talking to me. I'm entertaining her. This bitch is bored. She's boring. I'm interesting. Michael Jordan is interesting. Kobe, Steph Curry, these guys are interesting. I said before, without Michael Jordan, LeBron James is boring. What's the proof of that? All LeBron's contemporaries, even Russell Westbrook. This guy has 4 triple-doubles seasons, 3 in a row. LeBron's contemporaries are more interesting than him. But you know what? That's too much. That's my take. I'm sticking to it. These LeBron fans are like talking to toxic women. I don't like them. I don't like talking to them. I can't reform this toxic girl. She toxic. That's what she on. Bitch, get away from me. And if you think I'm making these videos because I'm trying to appeal to you, bitch, nigga, and weird bitch, I gotta tell you, like LeBron in the finals, you lose again.